Wasn't it just 5 years ago we were last making nervous, thousand-yard stare jokes about hoarding toilet paper and growing our own food? About hunkering down to prepare for an uncertain, though almost certainly very expensive, future? The past week snapped us right back there, once again trying to figure out how to save our money and our sanity, not because of a contagion this time, but a campaign promise. President Donald Trump delivered on his pledge to slap down some reciprocal trade barriers, which led to other countries retaliating. That led to the threat of escalation from our trading partners. All sorts of chaos on Wall Street and long lines at Costco and panicked warnings in some corners of the internet that everyone should stock up on their favorite snail mucin serums pronto. Then, of course, and after all that, most of the tariffs were put on pause and scheduled to go into effect in 90 days. At the very least, some of us finally pulled the trigger on purchases we'd been on the fence about, like those snail mucins. Did you think this was just about essentials? Perhaps you underestimate how much Americans love their specialty products. Some are trying to stock up, others say they feel paralyzed by the changes, which have come quickly, or hope Trump will change his mind and reverse course. Not an entirely unreasonable hope given the rapid changes in policy. Trump, facing financial market revolt over his latest tariffs, has already altered his plans repeatedly. First, he scaled back duties that had been planned on some countries, such as the European Union, in what was described as a 90-day pause. The latest tariffs include a 10% tax on the vast majority of imports, and an eye-popping 145% duty on goods from China, which is the third biggest supplier of imports to the U.S., after the European Union and Mexico, and a key source of essentials such as smartphones, shoes, and umbrellas. The measures followed previous orders that added 25% levies on cars, steel, aluminum, and some goods from Canada and Mexico. In all, Trump's orders have pushed the average effective tariff rate on imports in the U.S. to the highest level in more than a century. In stores, the immediate impact has been limited, since many firms stockpiled some products in anticipation of some tariffs. But the tariffs are widely expected to lead to higher prices in the months ahead, especially for items such as clothing, leather goods, electronics, and toys, many of which are made in China. Major retailers experienced a jump in visits in the weeks leading up to Trump's tariff announcement, according to research firm Placer.ai, while purchases at the likes of Walmart and Target increased tremendously. If price rises start to hit, many economists expect Americans to opt for cheaper substitutes, delay purchases, or simply do without, a pullback with major consequences for an economy. I wouldn't say I'm panic buying yet, but I am interested in how it plays out.